welcome to Yarns with Trexx podcast. Today I am joined by none other than Chevy Baby, the bro Jaymuk, and one of the bros we found off the street, Jaden Laing. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to the brothers for coming on. This is going to be my first episode of the Yarns with Trexx podcast. We did do one episode, me and Jaymuk, but
trash.
It was trash. I had too much caffeine.
The bro was
He wanted violence. The bro wanted violence. He was talking about topics that we shouldn't be talking about. So we scrapped that. This is going to be the first episode. So I just want to say welcome, brothers. Thank you for coming on. Jaden just woke up, by the way.
Good morning.
This wasn't even planned for these two.
Yeah, in the morning.
It was going to be me and Jay. We're going to redo it. So it ended up being that I'm going to take these off. These are
in the moment.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it, but
meant to be.
Yeah.
1 year off.
So grateful. First of all, the breathers going to the Runamuck house.
Yeah, Chevy and Jaden come to the Runamuck house.
Yeah.
And little Golo.
So this kind of little Golo is going to run the
I reckon it's either they're not going to get along or they're really going to get along. Either one of those ones.
It's going to go either way, eh?
Well, I've met both of them. I reckon both of them fucking just chill as sick cunts. But obviously, when you get behind the camera, you G up and that. But
yeah.
I reckon you'll be all sweet. I reckon
So bounce off each other's energies.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I've been thinking about that heaps, bro. Little Golo and you, bro. Like, just the amount of skits you can make with those two.
Yeah, I wonder what kind of skits would make.
Anything and everything.
As soon as I seen that he was announced, I was like, wow. This kind of little Golo, bro, they're just going to go off the Richter, bro. Straight.
Yeah, I told this guy straight away because he brought up the idea. He's like, I was thinking about getting a little Golo. I said, bro, reach out to the cunt straight out. And
because I was hitting him up in a way of like, gee, what do you think about little Golo in the house?
I'll say, bro, he's the man, bro. One of the boys. He's the man, bro.
Yeah.
He's the man.
Jaden's like the fatherly figure we all go to. Hey, bro, what do you reckon? Give us some advice.
I'm just the peacemaker, bringing everyone together.
Yeah.
The mediator.
Yeah, that's good. And after the Runamuck house, you've got the event that you're doing. Do you want to talk
That's
a little
during
bit about that?
So the Runamuck house is from the 2nd to the 7th of August. And for everyone that doesn't know what that is, it's just pretty much we get a house for 6-7 days and get a bunch of content creators in there and make a whole bunch of content together. And then on the 5th of August, which is the Saturday while we're at the house, will be an event where people can buy tickets to come party with all of us. And there'll be a few artists and Chevy and Little Golo performing as well. And yeah, of course. He's at the house. He's got it. He's already signed his life away.
To the devil.
But did you think he would jump on the Runamuck house when you hit him up?
I was like 50-50, like, because I've never really spoken to him or met him or anything like that. Whereas like the first time around, it was all the bros and they were like, yo, free holiday, we're on. Yeah. Whereas now it's like,
bigger scale.
Kind of going into it with a bit more of a business perspective of it rather than just the boys coming and just making content, like trying to really get as much out of it as we can. Yeah.
And that's just going to take it to the next level too.
Bro, he's so creative, eh? Like every time I've been with him, every 5 seconds, he's like, bro, we can make a video out of that. And we could do this, we could do this, we could do this. And he's so talented, bro.
Little Golo.
Yeah, bro. He's the man. He's the man. Have you watched many of his videos?
Yeah, G. Yeah.
He's got some bangers, lad. That one of him running next to the tram.
Bro, that blew up on Instagram.
That got shared on like other like pages and newsletters. And shit
but like
that.
imagine sitting on a tram and actually thinking that, like going, all right, you're going to film me. I'm going to sprint as hard as I can. You're going to film the whole thing. You know what I mean? And then the way they perfected it, executed it perfectly. They filmed it the whole way through. Like it just worked out perfect.
Didn't Kanye West do it or something? No, A$AP Rocky, he ran through the city. And so he did the same thing as A$AP
is that what it was?
It was A$AP Rocky running through the town. And then Lil Golo like recreated it, but tram.
True.
I think he did a city one as well.
I was just about to say too, because it's
the one where he's holding his phone up? And he's like,
That was actually someone recording.
Oh, true. Yeah. Anyways.
Anyways.
already cutting me off, Jaymuk. Let's get Jaymuk out of here. Look at him. He's sitting down. Look at this princess.
I want to see.
My ankles here. I gotta sit down. I don't want to be a part of the birds. You can fuck off.
You can fuck off for 2 months to 11 countries. Tell me about fucking off. You fucked off on me.
Pussy. Fuck.
Anyways.
Get the gloves.
Yeah.
He's waiting for you to stand up. He's waiting for you to stand up. He's waiting for you to go, nah, you know what? I'm going to stand up too. He's waiting for it.
All 3 of these guys are bigger than me. I'm staying sitting down.
Fucking hell. Red as a beetroot.
I know. I am going red, aren't I?
That's these fucking lights.
I think Trexx put him on the spot. Let him show.
Bring in the heat, bro. Bring in the heat.
That's all right, princess. We all know, we all know you're fragile.
Thanks, Uncle.
Grateful. Shot for the brothers for coming on, though. What do you got coming up? What's like sort of new that you're looking forward to this year?
Oh, are you going to talk about your future business endeavors?
Yeah, so I just moved back to Gold Coast. Good to see the bros back on the Goldie.
Sure.
And about to open a barber shop.
Oh, man, whereabouts? Do you like have any locations? Or
Yeah,
you don't want to get into
I don't know if I should say just yet.
Okay.
But it's local where all the boys are, like just around the corner from here.
Did you say you're going to do the tattoo with it?
Yeah, so I wanted to get into business because I was in Sydney for about 8 months I was around a lot of boys doing business and stuff. And I came back to Gold Coast and I was like, I should do some business here, bro. I thought about, because initially I wanted to do tattooing, but there's a lot you got to do to get like a lot licensing and all that.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so I thought first I'll do the barber shop, save up for the tattoo shop, and then just slowly build that.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro. That's mean. And what about your music? You got like any new music coming out
new
and
songs
stuff like that? Yeah.
Well, now I'm back on Gold Coast. I'm back working with the bro.
Yep.
He's keen to do some music in that.
Oh, that's dope, brother. That's dope. Hopefully you can perform your new singles at the Runnermark House, eh?
Yeah.
I actually heard it. The bro's done a skit about it. By the time this drops, it'll probably already be out, the video. It's funny as fuck anyway. And it's a good song. The bro's been humming along to it all day.
Yeah, hard out.
The bro's been off beat.
It's catchy, hey?
Bro, hard out catchy. That's why I keep singing it.
Coming soon, Chevy
a lot of your songs are catchy, bro. Like in the barbershop, as soon as one comes out, like
he's got good hooks, eh?
Bro, I've
really
heard
good hooks.
It's Chevy baby so many times, bro.
And the funny thing is, like making those hooks was on the way to the studio, like driving in the car, would listen to the beat, and I'll just come up with something to go off.
Yeah.
And it would usually be the hook that catch you with.
Nah, they're good, bro.
So have you always called yourself Chevy Baby, and then you thought of that?
Nah, so that was actually the bro.
Try and just like keep it as close as you can. Don't have to like, be right up. That's all good, brother. Sorry. Just because you're sticking all the way. That's all.
I was actually the bro Conan that gave me the name Chevy Baby. We were in the studio and then I was gonna do Chevy Roll. That was because I started doing like just mucking around. I was like calling myself Chevy Roll. But the bro was like, gee, Chevy Baby. Gee, Chevy Baby.
Chevy Baby.
So wait, your name was Chevy Baby before that song, or that song, and then you were like, "Fuck, Chevy Baby's hectic."
Nah, Chevy Baby came with your music.
It was before that song, yeah.
Oh,
so when
yeah,
I first
yeah.
started doing it, we were in the studio, and then that Chevy Baby song came after.
Yeah, because bro, when we made a video together, all the comments just fucking Chevy Baby, hard out. I was thinking, fuck, that's
I
mad,
had to
eh?
get used to people calling me that because I was used to Ink Me Chevy.
Like your Chevy Baby is almost like a fucking chair. Like people comment,
like
when I'm in a
it's
video,
like
it's like a fucking chair.
A saying.
It's like Chevy. It's like you're saying, bro.
It's
like
a
Chevy
quote.
Baby.
I can know it.
Shut up.
Quotation marks.
That was me now. That was me. Anyway, enough of your trash. Brother. What are you got going on, brother?
How's your trash?
How was your sleep, bro?
Oh,
My bro
just
honestly
woke up,
didn't know
mate.
that we were about to do this podcast until about 10 minutes ago. He just rocked up, just woke up, and I was like, oh, brother, you're going to jump on my podcast. And I know you just first met the bro today.
Yeah, we
too,
literally
so-
just met, fucking
True.
rocked up.
Yeah, we've been following. I followed
just-
the bro
yeah,
for a
yeah.
bit. You know what? I'll tell a story. So this cunt, he shared my Donny Kinners video, right? And he's like, man, that's a classic, bro. That's a classic. Tag me in it, whatever. I look at him. This was a few months back. I look at it. Cunt's not even following me. Cunt's not even following me. He's like, this is a classic.
Bro, I fucking love that video, eh?
Oh.
I fucking love that video, man.
Yeah, so it wasn't until I saw him on, because I'd seen you on TikTok before, just some of your, I don't know, just your lifting stuff and that.
Gym.
Like I'd seen you in the algorithm. And then it wasn't until I seen you with the bro. And then I was like, oh, you're a good bro. Follow. He's actually got some good content.
Fucking hell.
And then he followed me back finally. Got obligated.
Ah, don't worry about the follow. Follow God, man.
Sorry.
I gotta say,
That's good.
I'm in it.
Nah, but anyway,
Oh, what do I got going on? Yeah, fuck.
the bro's half asleep, it's all right.
Fuck, I'm just kicking back, fucking
Yeah, that's the one.
having a laugh, fucking make videos every day. Just moved here from Sydney. I've been here for a little bit over a month and a bit. And yeah, just fucking loving GC, getting amongst it. I actually have heaps of travel plans this year. And I just released my merch for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm releasing my gym program in the next, I'm trying to do it in the next few days, I reckon. So it's all, the gym program's already done. I've got like the little tutorial videos and all the exercises, everything like that. And yeah, I've just got all that in the works. and yeah, just making videos every day, just getting amongst it. I'm trying to get to a stage where I get where I can hire a videographer and a like an editor to just fucking kick back with me all day, every day, and just that way I can just make bangers all day, every day. So right now, video creating and like making videos has always been like the bet. Like it's always been like, I don't know what to say, my passion, but like it's been something I've been very passionate about, and I've loved doing it since. Nah, honest, bro, I fucking love making videos. Hey, it's the best thing ever. It's my way of expressing myself in any way that I possibly can, whether it's at the gym, whether it's at home, mucking around, cooking, whatever, bro. So I love making videos, but yeah, I want to get to a stage where I can literally record absolutely everything and anything, and then just have more and more content and really give back more of an insight to my followers and stuff like that. Because
TV show,
right? Because what I get up to or what's on my social media is probably like, bro, honestly, 10% of the amazing stuff that goes on in my life.
I think that that's cool because like a lot of your content, you could put out quality content, but it's really mixed. Like some days it could be you playing like ping pong.
Exactly.
And then other days it's you fucking lifting a truck. And
yeah. I always want to be.
It's you having a dance off with the bro.
How good is that, eh?
You're so multifaceted in that way, bro. And you like put a like, me and the bro were just talking about how good your work ethic is. Like me and this dude, like we'll do a story and we'll just post up a story as what it is. Like you make videos, like cut up and edit for your story.
Yeah, for my story.
That's how on you are.
That's it. That's because I've never been someone to just do something just for a laugh. I always go hundies, bro. And like say like the average person is doing this, I want to do better. I want to do more. I want to be the guy that whenever I do something, it's way better than what majority. And not trying to be competition or anything like that, but I'm pretty competitive.
I see where you're coming from. Like it's more of a mindset thing as opposed to like a I'm better than you thing.
Well,
you're proving it to yourself.
Exactly, bro. I'm trying to do the best and be the best person that I can possibly be. So when I go in the gym, I train as hard as I possibly can. I don't really care about what everyone else is lifting, but I'm going to do the best that I possibly can and just give it 100%. Hey, I don't want to half-ass it, bro. I want to get hundies.
How important is that too? I think just in general in life, like when you just give your all to something, like, and you can see with how your success.
Well, like, that's exactly it.
Like you've done it, bro. You're fucking up there now.
Well,
like,
bro, all the views on the video and all the traction that I'm finally getting is a reflection of all the hard work that I've put in years and years and years of making videos when no one was watching, and really? Now.
So you've been doing content for a while now,
bro. When I was like 15, 16, I started riding scooters.
So like 20 years ago.
I'm so sorry. All right, that's the end of the podcast, guys. Thanks for having us. So when I was young, I used to ride scooters, and then like pretty much everyone's goal of riding scooters was to make like a scooter video. So like like Jackass and all that, and they got videos and everything like that, like of them riding skateboards and everything like that. That was like our major goal. So we made videos then.
At the scooter.
I've seen it.
Bro.
What can't he do, bro? You do backflips also.
Bro, I'm blessed, bro. Man of many talents.
Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're right. And so that's how I started making videos, and then from then it's just progressed into like making gym videos. But it was funny because like when I first got into the gym, I always thought my lifts weren't worthy enough. I always thought, nah, like that's not that strong. It's not worthy of even recording or posting. So like I like my whole gym journey of me starting the gym and everything like that, I didn't even film it that much because I just didn't think it was worthy. But then as my confidence is built up, I've started just going, nah, stuff. I'm going to record absolutely everything and anything that I think is hectic. I'm going to record it and post it. And I've been doing that for years. And just now I'm starting to get traction now.
That's dope, bro.
I love it, bro.
I want to give you your flowers too because I fucking love your content, bro. You got good content.
I appreciate it, lad.
You're so multifaceted. Like you can backflip, you can ride the scooter, you're mean at ping pong, you're a bit of a dancer, you can sing, you know what I mean? Like,
tell me more.
I don't want to suck you off too much because there was obviously a reason why your videos didn't have views, but
How long have you been making videos?
Oh, mate. Probably 20 years as well. Yeah. Nah, that's dope, bro. That's dope. And I think you touched on like an important point there too. It's like I think a lot of us, we see what other people are doing, and I feel like social media influences us, and it like fucks our confidence a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you're saying like, oh, my lifts aren't worthy, or like they're not worthy of, they're not big enough, they're not, and we're just always just influx with so much information from social media.
Yeah.
It's just like we get that as well, like. You see it in like women all the time. They're like, oh, I need to get this body, and like all the beauty standards all fucked because it's just people like editing their videos and photos on
Expectations.
Yeah, the expectations are too
Yeah,
high.
let's talk about women.
But you know, it's a real hard thing to
man.
jump out of there and be like, fuck, I'm just going to do the best that I can do.
So do you have a lot of people that actually come up to you and go, fuck, I want to make videos like you, like, oh, I want to do videos like that?
For sure, yeah.
And what advice do you give them?
For me, my advice is always just like be authentic. Like try everything. I reckon try everything. Like I've done it all. I've done skits. I used to do yarns. I used to do rants. I've done a cooking video. Like I've done gym stuff. Like just try everything. Something's got to stick. And it's like try everything that feels natural to you. You know, something that's authentic to you, to your style. So that when you're doing it, you're not doing it for the wrong reasons. You're not doing it because you feel like, oh, this is gonna blow up.
Yeah, and I feel like heaps of people do that, bro. A lot of people do follow the trends and just go amongst it, and it's all well and good, but bro, people.
Yeah, but then you just blow up with no like authentic followers. It's like whereas like you go on yourself and you do things that you love and you're just being yourself, and then people follow you, then that you're just getting followers because of you. And then they're authentic.
Yeah.
You gotta build your following around what you do. Eh? People follow you for what you do.
Bro,
what the hell? Surely that's right.
That was a bit of compliment. That was fucking deep, baby.
Fuck.
I
know what you meant.
Yeah.
I know what you meant.
It just went really quiet after this.
It was a good one, bro. You hit us all in the soft spot there.
I'm the king of ridiculous.
Holy Rick.
Holy shit. That derailed a little bit. Hey, what were we talking about?
Yeah, wait.
Nah, just about like upload advice you would give people to make content.
What would your advice be?
Just to do it. Like just do it. Like,
Bros, that's what I say to everyone.
I think I used to say it to Zane like years ago. Like he'd be like to me, I'm mumbling my words. He'd be like, oh, how do you talk to the camera and stuff? I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'll just do it. You know, I'm confident as. And I just told him, I'm like, just start talking to the camera. Like, even if you are awkward, like that's still cool. Like to people like, oh, fuck, you know, like I never do this, but show everyone, you know, like that's like a personality in itself kind of thing.
I don't think anyone's like born with being able to just put a camera on themselves and talk.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that develops over time.
100%.
I don't feel like when any of us started, we were real
confident.
natural with talking to our
That's with
stories
everything in life, lad. No one starts off the best in the world at anything, lad. You got to practice. You got to put in a little bit of time and actually effort, and then you will, you know, fucking perfect your craft or whatever you want to call it.
I was the same, bro. I was like awkward as in the camera talking into it. But to start, to gain a following, I had to become confident.
Fuck, I reckon it's just having a crack, lad. Honestly, whatever you think's cool,
chance.
whatever you think's funny, whatever you like, whatever you enjoy, just fucking film it. And you know what? There might be someone else out there that fucking has the same interest and thinks what you think is funny or what you think is
food
cool.
onto a microphone, and they got millions of
views.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
you can do anything.
But I even seen Mr. Beast, like, you know, he's the biggest social media star in the world. And like his advice was like, just make videos. Just make videos. Your first 100 aren't going to get any views. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in Jaden's, it was his first 1,000. But
That's the end of the podcast, guys. Just press this one. Just press it. Oh, sorry. Fuck.
Press the record.
Oh, she pressed it. I don't even know what it did.
It's going to be the soundbite. It's going to be a soundbite. It won't? Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry. It's just because I was sucking them off so much. That's why I need to like throw in a little bit of... You know, like,
you're the man, but fuck you.
Yeah, you're the man, but you're trash. You got to keep balance, bro. It's all about the balance. But yeah, 100%. What would you give people that?
Yeah, same as what you said. Just be authentic, be raw. Don't try too hard. Like, don't try to do something that force things. More natural content.
That's something I reckon you've done really well, bro. Is like you're just always yourself, even in real life as well.
Yeah.
Like you don't change for anyone. You're always the same, and whatever you see on Instagram, you're pretty much the same in real life. Probably chiller and more quieter or whatever. Like when we're kicking back,
everyone's different with content, but some people like to like schedule and plan it, whereas some people just like to go with the flow.
Let it flow, let it come to you.
Are you much of a schedule planner guy?
Nah, not really, bro.
Nah?
Every day I just film whatever I get up to throughout the day, and that ends up what I post throughout the day.
I feel like we're all the same, except you just go way harder.
Bro's
You
grinding.
record everything.
Yeah, everything, lad. Everything.
That's mean though. That's mean. Like I wish I had that mindset.
Same.
I feel like we
do, but it's just laziness, bro. You cannot
yeah.
put it down to anything else other than not getting up and grabbing your
All
phone.
right, so
and
like
starting
when you're
recording.
thinking about content or like how consistent are you with it? How like what do you think about like throughout the day? Are you like, oh, I gotta film this today or I gotta film that?
Nah,
Like,
I wake up and
just do whatever.
sometimes I don't film at all. Sometimes
like
it's
some
not
days
even on
we'll
my
just message
mind.
each other. We'll be like, do you want to come around and make some skits? Like, it's not really on my mind like that. You know what I mean? And like for me, because I've tried so many things over the years, I feel like just the stuff where like if I have something to say or if I catch a moment, like that's sort of more funny to me. That's why I wanted to start this podcast too, because I feel like this is more my lane, like just talking and just raw, authentic, like off the cuff shit, you know, as opposed to like sitting down. Because for me, if I overthink about it, then I won't post it. Because I'm just, I'll read it, I'll edit it, and I'll re-edit it, and I'll be like, the more I watch it, the more I'm like, this is actually ass. You know what I mean?
It's when I just upload it when I start thinking, like I'm trying to look what's wrong. If I'm trying to find what's wrong with it, then I just upload it. Rather than like I'll keep like, you know, you play and you make it great and this and that, and then you keep playing and you're like, oh, what else should I do? If you're at that point, then just upload it.
Overthink it.
Yeah.
That's usually what I've done in the past. But yeah, that's why I don't really like to overly think about what I'm doing before I do it, because I'm just like, fuck. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, I don't want to post this. Or I could have done this better. And then you just like redo it. And then by the end of it, you're like, fuck this video.
You're sick of the video from watching it over and over.
And then you're not even laughing at it
don't
anymore.
find it funny.
Fuck, when I edit my videos, I'm like, bruh, this is going to be a banger.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, this is a hectic video. That's how I always do it, lad.
But like, for me, I just post shit that I find funny. Like, bro, I'll watch my stories back and I'll laugh at myself.
Yeah.
Or there'll be times
Follow.
when I upload something on my story and I think like, oh fuck, I'll just upload it. And then everyone's laughing at it. I'm like, do you cunts find this funny? I thought it was just a giggle. Like, but you thought like the same way, you know, like.
Yeah, 100%. Social media is a crazy place, eh? What's the end game? Like, what's the end game for? Like, you obviously want to get to a point where, like, you have a videographer and you just want to, like, pretty much your own show. Like, your channel is going to be
hard.
showing off your life. And people love that shit too.
Yeah.
People are nosy.
Yeah,
you know, they want to know what you're up to.
Yeah,
like,
bro. Yeah, straight out. I mean? Well, I get like hundreds of DMs asking me, like, what do you eat? What do you want to say? 100, honest. No.
Yeah, you get way more too, like being like, because everyone would want like food advice, gym advice.
Yeah, that's exactly it, bro. And they all want an insight into what I'm up to and what I've done in order to get to where I'm at.
And like I said, you're such an interesting character in that you don't have one particular lane that you're like, like I guess like health and fitness, but I mean, you could take your comedy, you could take your, you know, all the other shit, you're scootering, you know, like just all your interests, you're traveling, you know what I mean? Like,
but,
you've got so much facets, bro. So.
Yeah, I like doing absolutely everything. Like I said, I just post whatever I get up to throughout the day, whatever I think is cool. But then I think like in order to really target a certain audience, you kind of do have to have like a little niche or so that way when you know social media does push your content, it's pushing it to a certain audience. So I feel like maybe mine gets a little bit everywhere and stuff like that. Because I get people coming up to me, you're the hike guy, or you're the scooter guy, or you're the gym guy, you're the food guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's cool though. Like I'd rather that than like for years TikTok. Me and this fella were just the Vortex guys.
Yeah,
like, you know, just come, you're the Vortex fella, and I'm like, well, I do other videos.
I'm not just a pisshead.
The Vortex guy. Is that?
Allegedly.
Is that like, are you proud of that?
The Vortex is
the Vortex guy. If people come up to you and go, are you the Vortex? You're the Vortex guy.
I'm proud for the time that it was.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it had a good run and it had its run and like it's cool that there was something that we found that was like synonymous to us and in a like social media market where it's so saturated and it's hard to stand out or do something different. I feel like that's something that.
Plus, back then it was like, I think it felt cool to be that guy. Whereas now it's like, I've got some kids, I've got a missus. Like, I don't want to be the Vortex guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Whereas then I was happy as being the Vortex guy. Like, I was like, yeah, that's me, bro.
One of my first ever videos that blew up was the Shake Your Booty video. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you've seen that one, lad, but
is that when you were at the drive-thru?
Yeah, I'm at the drive-thru.
Were you the originator of that? Because I've seen
so that was a trend, like obviously going up to the drive-thru and saying Shake Your Booty. But I was sitting in the car and I go to my mate, I go, so you know what'd be funny is if someone goes, fuck, shake your booty, and then fucking someone just strangles you. Oh, they've had enough because they've been putting up with it all day, every day. You know what I mean? As a drive-thru guy. And I thought of the skit and I go, fuck, we'll do it, lad. And then my mate was like, that's dry. That's not even funny, bro. You know what I mean? And then I ended up making the video with one of the other boys. And then obviously took off. Like that was my first video that ever hit 1 million. And then KSI reacted to it, PewDiePie reacted to it. Yeah, like it full blew up. Like, and on other pages that other people that have uploaded that video, 10 million likes, like likes, bro, not views, likes, lad. Yeah, and so that one got crazy traction. But I used to always have people come up to me and be like, "Oh, shake your booty, shake your booty." And I used to always be like, it's a real weird thing to be known for, eh? Like everyone always came up to me, "Shake your booty, shake your booty."
That's correct.
That was a bit of a weird one to be known for.
I thought for a second there that you started that trend, but I remember that trend going around. I think I know the video you're talking about.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Right,
and he strangled it through the window.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
The funniest video of yours that I thought was when you wake up the Chinese lady.
Yeah.
And the reception.
That's 20 million, bro.
That would have been so petrifying. Imagine if these Islander boys, just big solid Islander boys. I woke up, bro. She would have thought she was in a nightmare.
Well, she'd never seen Islanders. Majority of people had never seen Islanders in their entire life, like. So yeah, that was their first experience of seeing Islanders, and it was a funny one.
Where was that?
Yeah. So I was in China, Beijing, China. I was going to see the Great Wall of China with all of my traffic control boys. And
was it Shanghai? Sorry, just to correct you.
Well, we were in Beijing, China, and then we went in the bullet train to Shanghai. And then, we stayed at a hotel because one of the boys felt a bit sick. So, he was in the hotel sick. We put all our stuff in. We had to catch a bullet train back to Beijing. And then, the receptionist was asleep. She had the neck pillow, lad, full lying down, full comfy ass.
Can we get this video in there? Can we get this video put in there? Get it put in there.
Oh, chuck it up.
So me and my boys flew to China for a holiday. When we checked into our hotel, we realized the receptionist was asleep. So we woke her up.
Excuse me. Hey, get up right now. Get up right now. Get up.
And what's even funny about it, right, is that everyone thinks that I'm the one who actually woke her up. But if you actually look at the video, my mate, one of my boys is the one that panned, and I'm in the video like standing there, and then he wakes her up. But yeah, he done the whole little get up right now, get up right now. And bros, it was hilarious. Like,
because you could have just been like, wake up, like the way you were like, get up now.
Yeah.
Like that would have freaked.
Well, I feel like it's like
you can see the look on her face.
She shadows off.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, bro.
What was she like afterwards though? Like, were you like, no, we're just joking. I'm so sorry.
Well, after she screamed and freaked out, and then like kind of looked. And then we were like, sorry. Like as soon as we stopped filming, we were like, sorry. We're just mucking around. And she just pretty much was like, don't do that. I know. I wish we did, bro. But he stopped it because like she was like,
better stop this.
You just woke up. Like you don't know what's going on. And she's freaking out. But yeah, she just had out went, don't do that. And we were like, sorry about that. We were just laughing. We have to check out. And then she was like, okay. And then she just did a little checkout and that was it. We were on our way. But like my mate filmed that video. He chucked it on his story and like everyone thought it was absolutely hilarious. I chucked it on my story. Everyone thought it was hilarious. And then I reckon, then COVID hit, and then it was during COVID that I uploaded that video, and it just blew up, bro. 20 million views.
TikTok.
On TikTok, 20 million views.
It's fuzzy how you can like be sitting on a good video for ages and then post it. Like one of my like biggest videos was when I got a sunburned star on my head. And I was like, I'm a star boy, bro. I had that in my phone for like a year.
Wasn't that the video?
It wasn't the video. No. I had this other one when it was like things Māori kids will understand growing up.
Yeah.
That was like the first one to ever blow up. But that I was holding on to that for like a year, and then I was like, fuck, I have no content. Because at that time I used to be hundies, like I need to post content at least like so many times a week, you know. So I was just like, this is a throwaway one. I'll just chuck it out there. Feed the fam. And then Nick Minute, it was one of my best videos.
Wow, that's how it always is, eh?
That's how it is, bro. And like you were saying earlier, you were talking about how one of your bros was like, that's dry ass, like talking about the shake the booty thing.
Yeah.
Like that's another thing that you have to get past too, is like when you show people, like sometimes you're like nervous, you're like, oh bro, what do you reckon of that? And they're like, oh, you don't see them laughing.
Yeah.
You can tell they're fake laughing. They're like, oh yeah. This is kind of biz.
Happens all the time, eh?
Like you said, you just got to build that confidence to be like, fuck it, I think it's funny, do what I think is cracker.
Yeah,
you know?
So the guy that I actually told about the video, and he was saying, nah, that's dry. When it blew up, he was sharing it on his story hard out, and everyone was tagging him. Nah, he was sitting next to me because he didn't want to be in the video. And early,
he's
my other
embarrassed.
mate, he just thought it was dry. Like he was just
Yeah,
taking the piss, like mocking me. But then he was sharing it hard out. Everyone was tagging him, going, "Isn't this your mate? Isn't this your mate?" And he's sharing it, going, "Yeah." And I was thinking,
That's my
"Fuck
mate."
you,
That's the
you
funny thing
fucking
about your
mock
bros.
me
Like,
like that."
sometimes your bros will be like none of my like close ass bros have shared any of my shit. Like, men support brothers, you know who's. Nah.
It happens though.
Yeah, it's the ones closest to you, eh?
Jimmy Jackson, when he done, I think Jimmy Jackson. Sorry. Jimmy Jackson. I was trying to talk about the video, but he did a video. I think it was like I think it was his 1 million subscribers or something like that, and it was like a pretty emotional video. Have you ever seen it?
Nah.
You might have to chuck that one up, a little link or whatever.
Yeah.
But in that video, he gets like real emotional. He talks about like when he first started making videos and how much it meant to him that he made 1 million. He says that when he first started on like Facebook, all of his boys were like, "This is dry. Like you're dry. But then his videos were blowing up with everyone else except for his close boys. And it's just like, I related to that hard. When he said that, I was like, fuck, that's me hard out loud.
For sure, bro. For sure. Like, and I don't think your bros mean to do it like in a like negative way.
To stomp
like,
you.
Yeah. I think they're just trying to like.
That's what we naturally do as men, eh? Like,
we give each other
shit.
Take the piss and mock.
Stuff like that. But like, it takes a certain type of person. Like, I don't feel like everyone can be made like as built for just like having notoriety online and stuff like that. Like, you can't like.
Some
it
people
comes
can't
with a
take
lot
it.
of backlash. Comes with a lot of like, you got to be thick-skinned, bro. Like, there's hate.
100.
Like, everyone here, we've probably had hundreds and hundreds of hate messages, hate comments, between us. Why are you laughing?
Because that Asian video lady, that one, bros. I was getting death threats, lad. People were messaging me going, "You're a grub, you're a dog. Like, if I ever saw you, I'd kill you," and all this stuff.
Holy shit,
I was just like, that wasn't even me, lad. I didn't even do that video. I just posted it.
Yeah.
But I've got
But it
heaps.
is, bro. It's like everyone wants that notoriety to be like, "Oh, that fella's well known," and then it comes with all the slack, and you're like, "Fuck."
Yeah, don't take
You
it
gotta
on.
take it. How would you deal with hate? Do you get much hate?
Yeah.
Because I know you're quite outlandish in your videos and stuff, but that's just how you are, which is me,
Yeah,
but at the
people-
same time, I'd imagine it'll rub some people the wrong way.
People think I'm on like drugs sometimes. Nah, bro, this fella's off his head.
Really? No.
Really?
But then they'll meet me in person and they'll see like I'm a totally different person
Yeah.
and realize it's just acting.
Yeah. You've got that good persona that you put on, But
Alter
you play it
ego.
almost a little too well.
Yeah, way too well, eh?
There's
Way
something
too
going on
well.
there.
It's just like acting, G.
Nah, for sure though, and you do a good job of it, obviously.
But it's almost like a humor that I grew up with in a way, so it is quite natural.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
for sure.
In a way.
Like that personality is off different people you've met throughout your lifetime and stuff like
Especially
that.
growing up
Put
back
them
home.
into one, and
like,
I'm going to make this a character.
like these looks we were back home, going to the clubs. All the bros are like this. Fuck, G.
Actually, Zoe.
So when you come over here, you can put it into like humor, make it funny.
Yeah. I think that's a lot of us, though. Like we put out a lot of stuff that's relatable to us.
Yeah.
Like it's
Or
hard
like
to
it's
try and
stories.
act like something that you're not, or like or that you can't relate to.
Yeah.
And I feel like people can see straight through that too.
For
Like
sure.
when I see like content creators blowing up, and then you sort of just start seeing through their content, like it ain't them, it ain't really who they. You can see how they always fizzle out, bro.
Yeah.
You see people that rise up, they like blow up real quick off something, and then you see that they're like not really authentic to themselves or to what they're trying to do or the message they're trying to portray, and then it just fizzles out.
Fuck, I can be tiring, lad, trying to be something that you're not, or
Exactly,
trying to be
bro.
someone
Yeah,
that you're
yeah,
not.
yeah.
It's
I
so
can
much
be
effort
tiring,
to try and
bro.
be someone else. Like it's so much easier to just be you,
Yeah.
The majority of the time, it's because people like they run out of ideas for content and they're trying to find ideas of what to do for content, and it's just random stuff.
Then content making ain't for you. No.
Yeah.
But yeah,
For
I know what
sure.
you mean. Like
That's when you see
I've
it.
ran off this now. Like I guess that's what he's saying, like that's when they fizzle out. I guess
Yeah.
they've done this certain content, and then now they're like, oh fuck. what
And you'll
else do I do?
slowly die out. Like that's when you stop making content. Pretty sure like a lot of content creators will go through it. Like you get stumped.
And it's hard when you get stuck in a box too. Like the bro was saying, like you got to find a niche, but don't get stuck to like,
Yeah.
because it's
One
not
lane.
like no one in this room is just a funny fella or just a
Hard,
lifter,
yeah,
or you know what I
exactly,
mean? Like,
exactly.
You got to be like somewhat multifaceted to be able to like break through, break the mold, if you will, because then you're showing like true like personality, true character.
Yeah.
You know.
You know, horror humor.
Yeah.
Bro, so he's
Bro,
actually
strong.
a monster in the gym. Like
Yeah.
strong as, like he's done powerlifting for majority of his life, but he doesn't post that kind of content. So no one even knows. So when I made the gym video with him, everyone was just like, what the hell? Like, why is this guy so strong? But
He just looks like your average big fella from
Yeah.
the Caribbean.
yeah,
Like,
exactly is, but he's crazy strong. But yeah, like, and then he, like, even when I spoke to him about it, he's like, oh no, I don't really post that kind of content. But imagine he did, bro. Like that could take off, and that's an opportunity. But you shouldn't put. I just think you shouldn't put limitations, bro. If you like lifting, bro, post lifting, bro.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's done it heaps
It just
more.
gives you more opportunities. Like I've always wanted to start making music just so I can get more opportunities and more whatever else I need and add that like value to me. Like, oh, Jaymuk, this is Andy's an artist. So like if I, some club wants me to just rock up, now I can perform a song. Like I just want to add that value.
But
and
why
then,
can't you? You bro, you can do anything.
New song,
100%,
new song coming
You
soon.
can
New
do
song coming
anything.
soon.
and you see like rappers and stuff like that. All they do is they post a picture of themselves. They're like, look, Skux has got all the gears on, this and that, bro, and everyone's just kissing their ass on there. Like, fuck your Skux ass, this and that. But you could have like a funny dude with way more followers, and he posts a selfie, and he wouldn't get that. You know what I mean? Like he wouldn't get that the same as an artist does. Like I think once you're an artist, you just add this whole nother fan.
so you're trying to get told that you're Skux.
Yeah,
Is it a
bro.
self-esteem thing?
I just want to buy.
If you want us to comment it, I'll comment on your next photo. I'll comment it for
Yeah,
you.
you're right.
Well, I don't upload photos.
Guys, the next video or anything that Jaymuk posts, make sure to comment Skux.
I'm gonna make sure it's
Boost
the
them up,
ugliest
guys.
photo
Yeah,
ever.
he's looking
I'm gonna
good.
make sure it's the
He's
ugliest
Skux.
photo ever.
He's the most handsome man. But
Shirt
yeah,
off.
I know what you mean. It's
Chevy's
good to
pink
be-
togs on.
It's good to be multifaceted, I feel.
Yeah, hard.
Just do shit you enjoy. I reckon. If that's any advice you give, just do shit you love.
That's what people love to.
Going on the fucking kills.
That's what people love to see.
Your mic's on the piss.
What were you saying, sir?
Yeah, that's what people love to see. Is like all the different things you do when they're following you as a fan.
Sorry, more technical.
This is your podcast, bro.
This is my
We're waiting for
podcast,
you.
my
You're
fucking-
supposed to be leading. You're supposed to be leading the way.
Oh, my fucking mic's fucking out, isn't it? What am I meant to do? We're going to cut it there, guys. I feel like we could get into this for ages, to be honest.
100.
Like, we're only scratching the surface. We all live pretty close to each other now, so definitely have the boys on. Again, looking forward to the run of my house. Yeah, I think fucking we'll just leave it before we start getting too deep down the rabbit hole. And I just want to say I appreciate you, brothers, for joining me on my first one. The bro on the last minute, the bro jumping in.
Sure, much.
Fuck this cunt.
Too much.
But yeah, grateful. Do anything else you fellas want to leave? Like you want to shout out we'll put it in the description, your merch and shit. We'll chuck in your Spotify, whatever you want. Anything else? Any last words you guys want to say?
Nah, G. We on shot for having us on, G. And
Thanks, my bro.
yeah, we should do this again soon for sure. I'm sure we can unpack heaps more stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Bro, it's awesome to see all the boys killing it at the moment. Social media wise, content, even in life in general, all the boys are killing it.
It is pretty cool.
Bro.
Yeah.
It is really cool, bro. It's mean to see like your rise. Like you're a pretty motivating dude, bro. Like you make me want to do better. Like like
bro.
even just like not even
100.
just in the gym and stuff. Like and like every aspect, how you see you do everything 100. Like maybe that's something I'll take away from this to like think about because that's on, brother.
Fucking appreciate it, bro.
I might start making scooter videos.
I might start riding scooters.
Yeah. Skate park, is that us?
Nah, safe. All right then, brothers. Appreciate you. That fucking wraps up episode 1 of Yarns with Trexx.
Fucking right.
Jaden,
Thanks for having us.
And Chevy, baby.
Chat.